Good afternoon, thank you very much and welcome here to Kenny Park in Nattenrye for the final round of group games in the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Senior Camogie Championship. The pairings for the knockout stages of 2025 will become more clear at the end of the day. For Galway and Waterford playing this game today, they are guaranteed action again either next week or the end of July. One of them though, whoever comes through today, will be straight through to an All-Ireland semi-final. For the loser, it's Croke Park next week for a dangerous All-Ireland quarter-final. Good afternoon, thank you very much wherever you may be here to our coverage in the Camogie Association YouTube channel, brought to you in association with Entry. Galway against Waterford, both teams with 3 wins out of 3. Galway looking to qualify for a semi-final for the 20th time in a row. Waterford want to finally pick up a victory against the tribeswomen. With that being said, let's run through the two teams and we will start with Galway. They have one change from the side that beat Kilkenny last week, and their team lines out as follows. In goal number 1 is Sarah Healy. Full back line 2, Shauna Healy. 3 is Derva Higgins, and 4 is Rachel Hannafy. The half back line were number 5, Ciara Hickey. Centre back number 6 is Emma Hillibert, and 7 is Anne-Marie Starr. In midfield, where number 8 is Ali Hesden, partnered by the captain, number 9, Carrie Dolan. The half-forward line 10 is Niamh Mallon, 11, Alwyn Rabbit, and 12 is Aoife Donoghue. And the inside line, top of the right, number 13, Mairead Dillon, full forward, number 14, Sabina Rabbit, and coming into the team at left corner forward, number 15, Caoimhe Kelly from Sarsfields. She replaces Ailish O'Reilly. Waterford are into the quarter-final for the 8th consecutive year, but can they earn a path straight through to the semi-final? They also have one change from the team that beat Dublin last week, and they line out as follows. Brianna O'Regan is in goal. Full-back line of 2, Rachel Walsh, 3, Kate Lynch, and 4, Alana McNulty. The half-back line were number 5, Bevan Bowdren. Centre-back number 6 is Keely Corbett-Barry, and 7 is Orla Hickey. In midfield were number 8, Emer O'Neill, partnered by the captain, number 9, her name is Lorraine Bray. The half-forward line 10, Niamh Rockett, 11, Beth Carton, and 12 is Abby Flynn. And the inside line, top of the right, number 13, Mairead O'Brien. The change comes a full forward, where number 21, Vicky Faulkner, comes in to the team instead of Maggie Gostel. Top of the left, where number 15 is Annie Fitzgerald. So the referee for this game today is Justin Heffernan from County Wexford. As we mentioned, both teams on 9 points from 3 games guaranteed their qualification for the knockout stages, along with Kilkenny, Cork and Tipperary. Clare might join them there today if they can get a result against Tipperary. Waterford have a superior scoring difference. They are plus 61. A draw will put the Dacia into an All-Ireland semi-final. The last time these two teams met in the championship was last year in Croke Park in the quarter-final. Galway were victorious on that occasion, beating Waterford by 112 to 19. Waterford were All-Ireland finalists the previous year. Galway ended up making the decider in Croke Park in August, but both teams came up short against a Cork team this year, going for 3 in a row. Waterford have moved up the ladder in Camogie in recent years. They have pushed very, very close, but they haven't gotten over Galway yet. However, this year, under the management of Mick Boland, Waterford beat Kilkenny for the first time, but Galway, as the home team on your screen, will come in as favourites for this contest. When they met in the league back in the spring, Galway beat Waterford by 15 points to 1-9. Carrie Dolan getting 8 points on that particular occasion. She's been a proficient scorer in their meetings against Waterford. Indeed, in the last 3 championship games that they've played, Carrie Dolan has contributed a total of 122. But as we mentioned, Waterford are growing in confidence. They beat Kilkenny 17 points to 10 in the opening round before a big result against Derry, and then beat Dublin by 4-16 to 2-11. Can they put one over Galway? They'll be leaning towards their centre forward, the 2023 Camogie Player of the Year, Beth Carton, hoping that she can get the scores. The rain has gone away here in Kenny Park at the moment. A bit breezy. It looks like it's be favouring the team playing to the left in the first half. We're just having a look at the flags. They seem to be a bit undecided. Indeed, it's more crosswind going towards the left corner. Might be worth a couple of points. But one thing you can be certain about, there'll be very little between these two teams. So the match official there, Penta McNamara and Liz Dempsey, are his lines people today. Both teams are getting themselves ready. It looks like we are going to have a Ron Naveen before throw-in. We weren't too sure because this is the first part of a double header in Kenny Park. We'll be bringing live coverage of this game in the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Senior Camogie Championship. Indeed, I think the teams were just lining up for a national anthem out of habit, but that will be probably held for the second game, which will be Galway against Kilkenny in the All-Ireland Under-23 semi-final. However, we're nearly ready to go here now for this particular contest. Whoever wins goes through to an All-Ireland semi-final. Whoever loses will be in Croke Park next week for a quarter-final against Tipperary or Clare. And a draw will favour the Dacia. So the referee looks like Galway will be attacking the town goal to our right in the first half. Waterford going down to the Bull on goal. The ball is thrown in. The game is on. And it's Galway against Waterford in the final round of the group stages of the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Senior Camogie Championship. And Marie Starr wearing number 7 for Galway. They're battling for possession. But it's Waterford that take it. It's that player, Beck Carton, in the red helmet that takes the ball there. She's on the run at the moment. Is Beck Carton moving inside within range here in the Galway defence under a bit of pressure. Beck Carton with the shot. It's gone to the left and wide. It's gone to the left and wide. We were all assuming that ball would go over the bar, but not to be for Waterford. So no score in their first attack in this match. And now we're going to restart with the Galway goalkeeper, Sarah Healy. Sarah Healy, former All-Ireland Puck Fodder winners under 16, will able to drive the ball down the field with or against the wind. On that occasion, it worked out nicely for Aoife Donoghue. Aoife Donoghue, the 5-time All-Star, ended up gaining the sideline ball. Waterford applying the pressure. They want to lay down a marker at the start. And it'll be Carrie Dolan to take it just inside the 65-metre line. Right in front of the stand there, and you can see plenty of support here for both teams. On a big day in Camogie, as Carrie Dolan plays it along the ground, trying to find a teammate, but Waterford getting away. Emer O'Neill, they're battling for possession there, just outside the 45-metre line, finds a teammate, and Waterford are going to bring it up towards the 65-metre line. The pass inside to Keely Corbett-Barry, and Keely Corbett-Barry, the centre-back, is on the move for Waterford, looking for options. She might go herself, there's space opened up here in the Galway defence. Keely Corbett-Barry runs out of room, gives the pass back towards the captain, Lorraine Bray. Galway applied the pressure. Great hands there by Ali Hesnan. She wins the ball for Galway. Lays it off there for Ciara Hickey. And Ciara Hickey on the 65-metre line sends it down towards the corner, towards Sabina Rabbit. She's from Mattenry. Her sister Alwyn on the field to play as well. And of course their dad, the great Joe Rabbit, that represented Galway back in the 90s and the 90s. Sabina sends it across the field. This is a good play here as Quiva Kelly, an All-Ireland Club winner with Sarsfields, had the ball. She leaves it for the teammate. That's Niamh Mallon. Niamh Mallon goes for a shot at the post. And the umpire says that's not in plan either. One wide each in the early stages of this game. Both teams getting a shot at goal. And Brianna O'Regan, the goalkeeper for Waterford, will restart the action. Down towards Beck Carton there, the referee spotted a foul on the Waterford number 11. So there'll be another opportunity. Of course, this year now it's Niamh Rockett, the main free taker. She has scored 120 in the championship so far, 11 of them from frees. Well, Beck Carton's only gotten one free. She hasn't been doing too bad. She scored 215 in total herself. Waterford have a lot of firepower in the attack. Abby Flynn with 3-6. Annie Fitzgerald with 3-4. But this is Niamh Rockett. Wearing number 10 but playing inside. Will this be the opening score of the game? As we go towards the 3-minute mark. It looks good from our angle. Will it stay on target? No, it did not. And as we mentioned, that wind blowing across the goal towards us here in the commentary box, pulling that ball away. And it remains no score in this match as Galway go for the short puck out down towards Emma Hellebert. All-Ireland winner in 2021, sends it down towards the attack to Sabina Rabbit. Sabina Rabbit up against Kate Lynch from Galtier. Sabina Rabbit with the ball, trying to get inside two Waterford players. Didn't find a way inside. Ali Heston's there to help out. This is Carrie Dolan. Carrie Dolan on the 45-metre line, looking for options, sent it across. Well read in that occasion by Alana McNulty from De La Salle. Passing the ball forward, and Waterford again are very, very quick to counter-attack. And Keely Corbett-Barry likes coming up into the attack. The Shauna Healy slipped there for Galway momentarily. Annie Fitzgerald with the ball there, but up against the 4-time All-Star Shauna Healy, the former captain. Annie Fitzgerald did well to hold on to possession. Gives the pass back towards Emer O'Neill. Emer O'Neill goes to ground. No foul, says the referee. Play continues on the Galway 45-metre line. But good defending there by Emma Hellebert, but Orla Hickey will get the shot in. And that one goes to the right of the posts. So it's 1 wide for Galway, 3 for Waterford in the early stages. Galway began their campaign with a 15 points to 1-6 victory over Dublin. Then they scored 425 against Derry, who got 5 points in round 2. And last week, they pulled away to beat Kilkenny by 117 to 12 points. Rachel Hanafy sends the ball in towards Caoimhe Kelly. Caoimhe Kelly looked for Niamh Mallon not to be there, and Vicky Faulkner back more in a defensive role. Helping now, but the foul was committed. Niamh Mallon wins the free. And Carrie Dolan, who has scored 27 points in the championship so far, will be strongly favoured to put this over the bar. Just looking around all the various matchups. Carrie Dolan to take the free just outside the D. Just over 5 minutes gone in the game. Will this be the opening score? Carrie Dolan takes the free. The umpires like it. The ball goes over the bar. The first score of the game. It took 5 minutes to come. It comes from Carrie Dolan. It's Galway 1 point. Waterford no score. Brianna O'Regan goes for the short puck out. And again, Waterford just exploiting a bit of space. Willing to use the width of the field. Good turn by Rachel Walsh. Up the 45-metre line, there was contact there. Play continues on. The referee happy enough to let them hurl. Aoife Donoghue tried to pull the trigger, but Waterford get in there again. Set up to be a good contest, even if low scoring. Bevan Bowdren wearing number 5 on your screen for Waterford. Rachel Walsh back there as well, but Galway also have bodies inside. Caoimhe Kelly out to help out. Keely Corbett Barry again, driving up the field. Just on this occasion, it didn't work out for Waterford. So Galway will restart the action. Waterford were crowned All-Ireland Intermediate Champions back in 2015. Indeed, actually, at the Waterford Ball, my apologies. So a foul was committed, says the referee. The free is taken by Orla Hickey. Orla Hickey down towards Niamh Rocket, who's playing in the corner. Great battle that'll be between herself and Derva Higgins. Some great tight battling. Beck Carton on the ball there again, but to go away full back is actually Derva Higgins. Rachel Hanafy wears number 4. Be a Waterford ball. Poor one taken. Emma Hellberg took it well. Gives it to Rachel Hanafy. Rachel Hanafy to Shauna Healy. They all like the white helmets. Back down to the red helmet of Ciara Hickey. And she sent it down the field. Good first touch there by Galway, by Ali Hesden, but as she got control, she's done well as the player from Shamrocks. Bevan Bowdren hits it along the ground, but out over the line. So it's going to be a sideline ball for Galway. I was just saying there, the Waterford were All-Ireland's intermediate champions 10 years ago when they beat Kildare in Croke Park. They've played Galway 4 times since in the championship. We told you about their meeting last year in Croke Park. They also met in the quarter-final in 2019. Galway pulled away to win 2-16 to 2-8. And then there was 2 big results for Galway back in 2017 and 2018 as Waterford were adjusting to life at senior level. Much tighter now, as you can tell in the game so far. Alwyn Rabbit tried to give the return pass to Niamh Mallon, but Waterford intercept. And it's down towards the left here. Mairead O'Brien, Waterford's top scorer in the league. And Marie Starr brings experience to Galway. She wasn't letting her get away. And Ali Heston picks up the ball, gives it back towards Alwyn Rabbit. 4 Waterford players around her, but she got the pass off to Shauna Healy. Shauna Healy with the ball, back to Ali. Ali Heston tried to send it down the right, but a great block down there by Beck Carton. Beck Carton with the ball there. The advantage was given for the free. I think Bet was willing to take it. And Niamh Rocket will come out to have another go at the posts. 8.5 minutes gone. Niamh Rocket outside the 45-metre line. But she have better luck this time, trying to judge the wind. They're right beside her as the Waterford management, and they're looking at different areas, trusting their tallies person. Well, this be her first of the afternoon. Niamh Rocket with the free. Again, it looks good, but is it going to drop short? Just drop short. Sarah Healy taking no chances, bats it away. Ciara Hickey takes possession, but she didn't bring the ball with her. Waterford player lost a stick, but there was support coming back in from Rachel Hanafy. Rachel Hanafy back to Ciara Hickey. Ciara Hickey going, playing with the ball in the full back line. Derva Higgins out to Sarah Healy. from the St. Thomas's Club. And Cyril gets his away quickly because Beck Carton was coming down. A 2-on-1 situation. Carrie Dolan in the middle of her Galway, but two Waterford players. And Waterford again doing well, taking the ball. They'll be disappointed they haven't scored so far, but not for the want of trying. And Keely Corbett-Barry on the move again, sends it down towards the attack. Beck Carton just doesn't take it into occasion. Shauna Healy there in front of her, two experienced players for their respective sides. Referee happy enough to let play continue on. The umpire comes over for a good look. Not too sure who's winning this. The Lions tour began today down in Australia. We're seeing our own version of the Camogie scrum. Referee eventually spotted the foul by the Galway player. So it'll be another opportunity for Waterford, and I think somebody said something the referee didn't like. So he's bringing it in, and all of a sudden now, what would have been a tricky scoring opportunity with this wind looks a bit more straightforward. And third time of asking, Niamh Rockett will hope this is finally her first point in this game. Niamh Rockett just inside the D on the right, goes for the shot. The umpire goes for the white flag. It's taken 10.5 minutes, but Waterford won't mind. They are off the mark. It's Waterford 1 point, Galway 1 point. Sarah Healy goes for the short puck out to her fullback, Derva Higgins, also here from Athenry, playing at home today. We mentioned Australia. Derva Higgins has played Aussie rules with the West Clare Waves. Waterford again battling for the ball inside the 65-metre line. Referee keeps the whistle near them out, but Waterford keep going. This is a good play by Rachel Walsh. Waterford's defenders are willing to push up and ask the question down towards the corner to Niamh Rockett. Rachel Hanavy there battling for the ball. Support comes in from Emer O'Neill. And Niamh Rockett wins the ball. She'll go for a shot at the post. And it's over the bar. The game's first score from play. It's taken 12 minutes to come, but it comes for Waterford. And it's Niamh Rockett who gets the point. And it's Waterford 2 points. Galway 1. So Sarah Healy. Galway 4 times All-Ireland champions. 1996, 2013, 2019 and 2021. They were in their 21st All-Ireland final last year. They've come up short 17 times, but they did play in the very first final against Dublin back in 1932. That took place in the sports ground, which rugby watchers here would know as the Dexcom Stadium, where Connacht played their action now. Keely Corbett-Barry with the ball for Waterford. Not to be. And we're a teen are up there for the big score. Fourth wide of the game for Waterford. But Keely Corbett-Barry, Rachel Walsh, when they get the ball, they're just willing to go running. Take on Galway. That's the tactic from the Waterford management in the first half. Sarah Healy sends it out to Emma Hellebert. Emma Hellebert on the 45-metre line. Down toward the left flank, looking for Sabina Rabbit again. Sabina trying to pull full-backs around the place. Crossfield ball. Aoife Donoghue read that well. She knew where to go. Aoife Donoghue with possession. She goes to the ground. Gives the pass back towards Caoimhe Kelly. Caoimhe Kelly looking for Alwyn Rabbit. Good interception there by Mairead O'Brien. And Mairead O'Brien is there again, has won the ball. And Waterford will take a great boost from that. Again, they want to get it down quickly. They feel a space there. Good control there by Derva Higgins for Galway. But only gets as far as their own 65-metre line. Waterford hunting. Galway hunting. The referee says the Waterford player was illegal. Anne-Marie Starr wins the free. And Galway, will Sarah Healy come out to take it? She has changed the hurl. Derva Higgins looked back, but then decided she's going to take it herself. Derva Higgins sends it down towards the attack. Niamh Mallon. Alwyn Rabbit. Would she go for the shot? Send it in inside. Mairead Dillon. Good blocking in by Rachel Walsh. Might work out for Galway because that's Aoife Donoghue. Aoife Donoghue with a shot. Deflected off the stick off the goalkeeper Brianna O'Regan, out for a 45. But Galway, while Waterford's defence worked hard there, Galway nearly creating a great goal scoring opportunity. Aoife Donoghue reading the break. She got inside there, but Brianna O'Regan, the Waterford goalkeeper, got the touch. And it goes out for the 45. So Carrie Dolan looking to level the teams up. Her aunt, Trace Maher, an All-Ireland winner with Galway in 2013 after 17 years of trying. Her mother too won a National League with Galway in 1994. Carrie Dolan with the shot. The 45 goes over the bar. The sides are level again. 14 and a half minutes gone. It's Galway 2 points, Waterford 2 points. Brianna O'Regan restarts the action. You can see the distance she's getting that ball down near the opposing 45-metre line. Again, bodies on both sides in there. The referee not happy with it on this occasion. So Justin Heffernan throws the ball in. And it's won by Emma Hellebert. Gives it back to Ciara Hickey. Ciara Hickey sends it down the field. I don't think anybody was ready for that. Niamh Mallon might be, but it's Keely Corbett-Barry that wins the ball. Fists it forward. Carrie Dolan getting back in defence there to get the touch ahead of Abby Flynn. Captain leading by example. Down the right. Niamh Mallon, the intended target. Can't find a way inside. Caoimhe Kelly. That might work out for Galway, but Waterford have to be very, very careful here. Kate Lynch, the full back there, had the ball. Keely Corbett-Barry back to help out as well. The referee says too many steps. The Waterford folk won't like that, but Galway will take the reward. So it's going to be a Galway free. And Carrie Dolan will surely put them back in front. Remember, both these teams unbeaten in the 2025 championship, both of them on maximum points. They're going for a place in the All-Ireland semi-final. Carrie Dolan with the free, puts the ball over the bar, 17 minutes gone. And Galway go 3 points to 2 in front. And Waterford and Brianna O'Regan to restart the action. Again, long ball down the field. Down towards, past the 45 this time. Alwyn Rabbit back to help out, but Lorraine Bray is there for Waterford. Galway win possession. Ali Heston. Lorraine Bray again. She's also leading by example, trying to kick it forward. Some good footballers in Waterford. Indeed, these two counties will meet in an Ireland Ladies Football quarter-final in Tuam next week. Annie Fitzgerald from Waterford would have been part of the football panel last year, but she's focused on Camogie this year. And Marie Starr trying to get it away, gives it to Aoife Donoghue. Aoife Donoghue sends it down the direction of Niamh Mallon, who's covering both flanks here in this game, keeping Waterford busy. Niamh Mallon tries to move through, the foul committed outside the 45-metre line. Vicky Faulkner did what she had to do. And Galway will get a chance to put two between them for the first time. But again, with this wind, I don't know if it's coming across on your screen. Nothing is straightforward. But if anybody can do it, it'll be Carrie Dolan. The previous free she got there was her 30th point of this year's championship. So this will be number 31 if it goes over. Carrie Dolan with the free. The umpires have a good look at it. He looks like he's going for the white flag. He is indeed. 18 minutes gone here in Kenny Park in Athenry. And Galway now lead by 4 points to 2. The breeze picking up, and it's a very swirly breeze. So Waterford won't panic just yet, though they would like to be in front at half time. Mairead O'Brien, can she do something about that? Player running off the shoulder is Abby Flynn, but Mairead's going to go herself. She won an Ashburn Cup with UL earlier in the year, indeed in the semi-final. They beat University of Galway. Referee blew the whistle. So it's going to be a free in for Waterford for the initial foul of Mairead O'Brien. And Niamh Rockett, if this goes over, it'll be her 26th score of the championship. Waterford will want to stay in touch. The PE maths teacher sizes up at the angle, hits it well and hits it over the bar. And Niamh Rocket with the free for Waterford. Brings it back to a 1 point ball game. Waterford 3 points. Galway 4 after 19 minutes. Plenty of young supporters here watching the action. Paston was here in the commentary box. As Galway restart. Long ball down again. Mairead Dillon, the number 13 on your screen, but it's won by Kate Lynch. Briefly it was. Waterford still have bodies there. And Rachel Walsh tried to bring it forward. Alwyn Rabbit, good move to hand there now, and she's on the move as Alwyn Rabbit there moving towards inside. Galway haven't scored from play yet. She takes the shoulder, gives the pass off for Niamh Mallon, and that's Galway's first point from play in the match. It's taken 20 minutes, puts them back 2 in front. Niamh Mallon with the score, but it was all about Alwyn Rabbit, and it's Galway 5 points, Waterford 3. Niamh Mallon's 12th score of this year's championship. Aoife Donoghue working hard. She was player of the match last week against Kilkenny. Ball bouncing around, but it's back with Aoife Donoghue from Mulla. She's won the free as well. Real championship bite to the game. It might be low scoring, but nobody's leaving anything behind. Both teams want to lay down a marker. It has been a very, very difficult group this year. They called it the group of death when the draw was made. Dublin last year's semi-finalists, Kilkenny 2022 All-Ireland champions. And these two teams along with Derry. Of course, Dublin are out. They'll be playing Derry today to avoid a relegation final. Carrie Dolan to take the free. It'll be a great score if she gets it. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. And it's batted over the bar. It's a point for Carrie Dolan, her 5th of the game. And it's Galway 6 points, Waterford 3. And Galway getting in control of the game, and Waterford have asked a few questions in the early stages, tried to exploit space, but are struggling to create chances. The 4 early wides hurting them at the moment, but a long way to go. 8.5 minutes to half time. You can hear the referee roaring at the players, don't kill the ball. Shauna Healy was there, but it's won by Lorraine Bray. Lorraine Bray out to Niamh Rocket. Niamh Rocket sends it down in towards the attack. Beck Carton just inside there. It was a battle that went the Galway players' way. Rachel Hannafy, the defender, stood up for that challenge and won the free out for Galway. Waterford moving their players around, trying to find the perfect mix. And Sarah Healy, the goalkeeper, will come out to take it. Sarah Healy won an All-Ireland Schools Championship with St. Bridget's Loughrea back in 2016. She also was a top scorer in an All-Ireland Under-16 Championship win for Galway. Playing full forward in that particular year, I think it was 2016. She scored 12 goals in the championship. Carrie Dolan in front of us was the captain of the successful All-Ireland winning Under-16 team back in 2015, and she's won the free here herself. So, about 55, 60 yards out. Right in front of us here in the commentary box, the Galway dugout. Can she add another point? And this will be a big score if it went over. The last free, a superb free. Carrie Dolan. It might drop short here now. Waterford need to be careful. They need to be careful. The first player missed it there, and all of a sudden there's a bit of panic. Alana McNulty there has the ball, and she wins the free out. But she had to be alert, because the first ball was missed, and Mairead Dillon was lurking there. So it's going to be Brianna O'Regan, the goalkeeper, to restart the action. Down towards the 65-metre line. Alwyn Rabbit gets a touch for Galway, but it's won by Waterford. And won by Abby Flynn. Abby Flynn moves towards the 45-metre line. All of a sudden there's a gap here. Waterford haven't created a gap like this in a while. Beck Carton, can she wiggle away inside? Galway have the bodies back. There is support. The support comes from Annie Fitzgerald. Annie Fitzgerald with the shot. That ball goes over the bar. 24 minutes gone in the game, and a score that Waterford needed to give themselves a pick up. It's back to a 2-point ball game. It's 4 for Waterford, 6 for Galway. But Waterford, again, when they run at Galway, they ask questions. That being said, Galway defended bravely. Just Annie Fitzgerald hit it well. Play restarts. Knocked down by Sabina Rabbit. For Mairead Dillon, just couldn't keep it in play. And it's going to be, is it Orla Hickey? No, it's going to be Kate Lynch to get us going here outside the 45-metre line. Kate Lynch, a Munster minor winner in 2018. Didn't get the contact in that she wanted. Mairead Dillon gets in the way. Carrie Dolan is there as well for Galway. Back to the 65-metre line. Galway just need to be careful. Niamh Rocket read it very, very well. And now the football skills are coming up from the Dacia. Niamh Rocket moves down towards the corner. Down towards Beck Carton. Beck just didn't get the first touch that she wanted. Rachel Hanafy wasn't going to make the second one easy, but Beck Carton has it. Beck Carton turns inside. The hands move out. Play continues on. Beck Carton moving inside again. The body's getting in the way. We're going back for the original foul when the hand was out that we just mentioned. Beck Carton wins the free, and Niamh Rocket will have a chance to bring this back to a 1-point ball game. But Rachel Hanafy staying very, very tight to Waterford's danger player. Rachel Hanafy made her debut for Galway in 2022. But Niamh Rocket is hoping this year to create her own personal history in Waterford. If Waterford were to win a first ever O'Duffy Cup, she'd become the first player ever from the county to win junior, intermediate and senior All-Ireland. Niamh Rocket takes the free. Is it on target? It is, says the umpire. It's back to a 1-point ball game. 4 minutes to half time. 26 gone. And it's Waterford 5 points. Galway 6. Plenty of options on both benches as we get ready to restart the action. Few players warming up, but no sign of any substitutions before half time. Carrie Dolan put the hands up there. Didn't manage to get the ball. Waterford have a bodies there too, but Kenny Corbett-Barry is the player that got the ball. She gives the pass to Abby Flynn. Abby Flynn is a player out wide. If she get the pass off, indeed she does. And that player is Orla Hickey. Orla Hickey will go for a shot at the post. It'll be a great score if she gets it. Not to be. 5th wide of the game for Waterford. Galway have had one. Just over 3 minutes to half time here in Kenny Park in Athenry. Here our coverage in the Camogie Association YouTube channel, brought to you in association with Entry, the final round of group games in the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Senior Camogie Championship. Galway leading by 6 points to 5 against Waterford. There's a Galway player on the ground there at the moment, and it looks like it's Shauna Healy. Shauna Healy, the podiatrist by trade, won an All-Ireland Intermediate Championship in 2013. Made her breakthrough into the senior setup then. 4 All-Stars, as we've mentioned already. She's won 2 county camogie titles with Ardran in 2013 and 2018. And one of the leaders of this Galway team. She's okay, she's on her feet, ready to go. Short puck out. Rachel Hanafy. Missed out there now, and it's Emer O'Neill. Emer O'Neill and a chance here for Waterford. It's opening up as Annie Fitzgerald. Can she find a way inside? She'll go for the point. Emer O'Neill was going in on the left, but Annie Fitzgerald fancied the score, gets the score, her second of the game. And the sides are level. 3 scores in a row for Waterford. And it's 6 points apiece. Galway will be disappointed to have coughed up possession there, but well read by Emer O'Neill. And play restarts with a long drive down. Great take in the air by Sabina Rabbit. Sabina Rabbit with the ball. Would she go for the shot herself? She probably thought about it. Sends it inside towards the square. Brianna O'Regan comes out to get it, but under pressure by Aoife Donoghue. There's 3 Galway players around her. Keely Corbett-Barry is back. So is Alana McNulty. Niamh Mallon there, staying tight with her there. Shoulders galore in this game of camogie. The Waterford player on the ground, trying to bring it out the field towards the 20-metre line. The referee says too many steps. And Galway will get the scoring opportunity to respond straight away. So Carrie Dolan out on the left, not straightforward. I think we're going to have 2 minutes of at a time. We are in the final minute of normal time in the first half of this game. If it stays level, Waterford will be in an All-Ireland semi-final. Galway will be playing a quarter-final in Croke Park next Saturday or Sunday. Carrie Dolan with the free on the left. Is it good? The umpire is running. Is he running for the flag? He is indeed running for the flag. The ball goes over the bar. Carrie Dolan with the score, and it's now 7 points to Galway, 6 to Waterford. Can Waterford get an equaliser before the break? Brianna O'Regan sends the ball down towards the attack. Beck Carton comes out to the 40 to get back involved in the action. Didn't like it inside. Crossfield ball down towards Annie Fitzgerald, who has liked it inside. Annie, great hands from Annie Fitzgerald. Great score for Waterford. And 3 points from play for the Waterford number 15. The sides are level again. 7 points apiece, level 4 times in this game. But that was a superb score. Brianna O'Regan to Beck Carton, to Annie Fitzgerald, over the bar. Galway restart. The game, you could argue, has been a bit of a slow burner, but it's picking up nicely before the break. Hopefully it continues to do the same for the second half. Will there be another score before half time? We have about 80 odd seconds remaining by our watch. But it's all down to the referee, who's going to win this particular battle. Keely Corbett-Barry, she's been superb. But it's won by Mairead Dillon. Mairead Dillon ran into the Waterford player. The decision was always going to go against her. And it's going to be a free out for Waterford. Bit of concern there for the Waterford number 6. Keely Corbett-Barry made her debut for Waterford in 2018. The referee is having a word with Mairead Dillon. The Waterford number 6 is okay, but Mairead Dillon gets the game's first yellow card. So Brianna O'Regan to take the free. The Galway management are claiming that she's robbed a couple of yards. Free's taken nonetheless on her own 65-metre line. Where's it going to drop? Just carries too far. And it goes out to the left and wide. 6 wides in the game for Waterford. 2 minutes have been played. So not long now on to half time. The referee is looking at his watch. He's allowed one more play, it looks like. Emma Hellebert passes it forward. Ciara Hickey between the two 65-metre lines. Send it down towards the attack. Will that fall nicely for Caoimhe Kelly? Not to be. Well done by Waterford and by Alana McNulty in particular. Abby Flynn with the ball, but the referee, Justin Heffernan, blows the half-time whistle. And as we expected, all tied. It's all square. 7 each between the teams. They were level twice in the opening 15 minutes. Galway did have a goal-scoring opportunity for Aoife Donoghue, but it was well saved by Brianna O'Regan. Carrie Dolan getting the scores for Galway. She's gotten 6 of their total so far. They went 6 points to 3 in front, but 2 points by Annie McNulty either side of a Niamh Rocket free brought the teams back level. The teams have shared one more score each, and it's all set up for an exciting second half here in Kenny Park in Athenry to determine who will top this group and go straight through to an All-Ireland semi-final. We're going to take a break for a few minutes, but I hope you come back for live coverage of the second half of the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Senior Camogie Championship. It's all to play for at half-time. It's Galway 7 points, Waterford 7 points. Good afternoon, thank you very much and welcome back here to Kenny Park in Athenry as we get ready for the second half of the final round of group games in the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Senior Camogie Championship. You can hear the Galway support the far side of the field getting behind the home team as they come back out on the field to play, but this is a contest that is all to play for, and which of these two sides will qualify directly for the All-Ireland semi-finals. A draw will do Waterford, and that's what it is at the moment. Waterford 7 points, Galway 7. No sign of any changes for either team at the moment, but we'll keep an eye on that. And an entertaining contest it has been in the opening 30 minutes, even if a bit of a slow burner. The wind's still blowing, but the rain is staying away. And who is going to come through this game? Waterford will be attacking the town goal to our right for the second half. The wind is kind of blowing to the left, down towards the corner, but whatever is there will favour Galway. For the second 30 minutes, the ball is thrown in. The second half is underway. It's Galway 7 points. It's Waterford 7 points. And who will prevail as the scramble for possession in the middle of the park gets things up and running. Alwyn Rabbit was there for Galway, but Vicky Faulkner, the number 21, she started the game, has it for Waterford. And the referee, too many steps again. It's a rule that he's been strict on over the course of the contest. And Galway will get a free on their own 65-metre line. And Carrie Dolan, who's gotten 6 of the 7 Galway scores in this match, will get ready to take this. Niamh Mallon, the other scorer in the game. For Waterford, they've had 4 points from Niamh Rockett, 1 of them from play, and 3 superb efforts from Annie Fitzgerald. So Carrie Dolan takes the breath, hits the ball, trying to test out the limits, send it down in towards the attack. The Waterford defence need to be careful. Alana McNulty is there and she'll send it out in the direction of Mairead O'Brien, but Aoife Donoghue is back to help out the Galway cause. And Waterford playing with the ball inside their own full back line, not what they want to be doing. Sabina Rabbit there helping out as well. For Galway. Comes out to Mairead O'Brien, back in defence. The versatile player from Waterford sends it down the field again, looking for Bet Carton. Shauna Healy never too far away from Bet. Ciara Hickey for Galway sends it across the left. Carrie Dolan tried to shake off the Waterford player. The referee is saying that Abby Flynn fouled, so it's going to be a free in for Galway. This will be a chance now for Carrie Dolan to put Galway back in front. There's a hold up there at the moment. A bit of attention being received by Niamh Mallon. She's back on her feet, the former down player. Involved with the Galway footballers as well. She got married this year. Carrie Dolan takes the free outside the 45-metre line. The free she won herself. You heard somebody say, well done, Carrie. That's because the ball went over the bar. And 3 minutes into the second half, Galway go back in front. Galway 8 points, Waterford 7. Brianna O'Regan restarts the action. Ball breaking for Emma Helibert. Should stay in play. The Galway number 6 gives it back to Ciara Hickey. Ciara Hickey drops it the first time, but she picks it up the second. Abby Flynn was coming in there. A good hook by Abby Flynn to win the ball back, but she didn't gain too much ground. The support is there nonetheless. Mairead O'Brien was never too far away. Tries to get it away. Some great hooks and blocks coming in here. Emma Helibert did well on that occasion. The ball goes out over the line, the far side of the field, and it's going to be Waterford to restart the action. Orla Hickey looks like she'll restart things. Gets well underneath that ball. Sends it down towards the attack, but Alwyn Rabbit is back there to intercept. Bet Carton trying to move forward. She's won the free. So Niamh Rockett. Can she get the equalising score? They've been level 4 times so far. Breeze again picking up. Well, it's gone down and picks up. High in our commentary box position. But the flags are not responding. Niamh Rockett is just thinking about one flag. as she looks for her 5th point of the game, and it's going to be close. Sarah Healy there had to bat it away. She wasn't too sure about it, and Annie Fitzgerald is coming out to meet this, but the Galway defender, Derva Higgins, has done well there to get a little touch. Gets out towards the 45-metre line. She wins the free, and she had to be alert there because Annie Fitzgerald looked like she was going to take that ball. So Galway get the break, and Sarah Healy will come out to take the free. Getting instructions from the line. So Galway in front by a point. One will do for them to book a 20th consecutive All-Ireland semi-final appearance. The last time Galway worked in the final 4 of the All-Ireland Championship, Wexford scored 3 late goals against them in Ballinasloe back in 2005. That was 2 years before that Wexford team shocked the country and went through their golden age by winning 4 All-Ireland titles between 7 and 2012. But Waterford under a bit of pressure here at the moment. Sabina Rabbit, the judge, to pick the ball off the ground. So it's going to be a free out for Waterford. But just for a moment there was a bit of concern for the Dacia. The Munster side do not want to concede a goal at the moment. 5 minutes gone in the second half here in Kenny Park in Athenry. Galway 8 points, Waterford 7. Brianna O'Regan launches the ball out the field. That's a great taking in by Sabina Rabbit, making up for the foul that was given against her. Tried to give it to Ciara Hickey, but it's Beck Carton. She's set up 4 scores in this game as Beck Carton, even though she's been tightly marked. Ball breaks out for Emma Helibert. Looking around for options, turns on her left hand side. The player from Ballinderring sends it down in towards the attack. Niamh Mallon, one score in the game so far, takes the challenge, goes for the shot at the post, and Niamh Mallon puts the ball over the bar. And Galway go 2 points in front on the 36th minute. Galway 9 points. Waterford 7. An excellent point taken by Niamh Mallon, but well set up by Emma Helibert, who sent the ball down the field. She's worked hard at centre back for Galway. Brianna O'Regan restarts the action. Ball breaks off. Looks like it's a Galway ball. And a critical point of the game for Waterford. Just to let you know, in this group, of course, Galway and Waterford are the top 2 teams. Kilkenny qualifies 3rd. So whoever wins this game goes into the All-Ireland semi-final. Whoever loses will play the 3rd place team in the other group. That'll be either Tipperary or Clare. Of course, Tipperary have a chance to get direct passage to the semi-finals. But Clare would have to beat Tipperary in order to take 2nd spot. Limerick will be keeping an eye on that, because if Clare were to take a heavy defeat, scoring difference could put Limerick back in the conversation. Lots of ifs and buts. We'll watch the action here at the moment as a scramble outside the Waterford 20-metre line. Galway player on the ground. Niamh Mallon gave the pass. The referee says it was a throw. So it's going to be a Waterford ball. They've not scored in the second half so far as Mick Boland's team. So Orla Hickey to restart the action. Orla Hickey gets well underneath the ball when she restarts action. Tried to pick out Emer O'Neill in the red helmet. She wears number 8 for Waterford. This is Abby Flynn. Abby Flynn on the move there now, trying to get away from 2 Galway defenders. Looking for her way inside. She does get the free. The Galway defending was very, very tight. Abby Flynn worked hard. And this will be the chance now that Niamh Rocket has been waiting for, to try and bring this back to a 1-point ball game. Right in line with our position here in the commentary box. Abby Flynn scored a hat-trick against Derry in the championship. Niamh Rocket. This will be our 25th white flag of the championship to go along with our goal if it goes over. Takes the free. Is it turning away? It has turned away. So first wide of the second half for Waterford, but they had 6 in the first. Sarah Healy restarts the action, get it down the field. Sabina Rabbit there as well, but Niamh Mallon, or Marie Dillon I should say. Goes out over the line, got a touch off a Waterford player, so it's going to be a Galway ball. Carrie Dolan. To get things up and moving. Carrie Dolan slices the ball down towards the attack. Keely Corbett-Barry with possession. Offloads it to Rachel Walsh. Rachel Walsh back to Keely. Keely Corbett-Barry, the 45-metre line, moves up towards the 65. Needs some support. Lots of maroon jerseys around her. She found Beck Carton. The first touch didn't work out. Anne-Marie Starr played an All-Ireland final in 2011 with the ball there. But cannons off Lorraine Bray, the Waterford captain. Vicky Faulkner. Hooked there by Sabina Rabbit. Anne-Marie Starr goes to ground. The referee looks like he's going to probably restart the action with a throw-in. And restarted. She pick up a knock there on the ground. I think she was complaining about the hand there, was she? So the Climber player will just get a drink and just check she's okay. Fiona Armstrong happy enough to Anne-Marie Starr is fit to continue. She's the physio for Galway. Ball thrown in just outside the Galway 65-metre line. Goes out over the line. And it's going to be a Galway ball. Ten minutes gone in the second half here in Kenny Park in Athenry. Galway 9 points, Waterford 7. Carrie Dolan to get things moving again. Send it down and towards the attack, but Alana McNulty will win this. Alana McNulty was on the All-Ireland Minor Team of the Year in 2023. Keely Corbett-Barry has enjoyed running forward and won the free after being fouled. Waterford just haven't fully got motor in the second half so far. Orla Hickey looking to take more responsibility. She loves playing songs from The Greatest Showman to motivate her for games. Shauna Healy launches an attack down for Galway, trying to send it down towards Quiva Kelly, but Alana McNulty has worked hard for Waterford in this game, but it falls for Niamh Mallon. Niamh Mallon there, can she get a bit of space to go for the shot? And Niamh Mallon gets the score for Galway, puts the ball over the bar. 12 minutes gone in the second half. A third for her in this game, and Galway go 3 points in front. Galway 10 points, Waterford 7. There's never been more than 3 points between the teams. And Waterford won't want to test that theory now. Tacking down the left. Bevan Bowden trying to come inside. Needs support. Beck Carton. Crossfield ball. Emer O'Neill. Can she find a way inside Emma Hellebert? Referee blows the whistle. It's going to be a free in for Waterford. And one you would feel they need to take if they are going to pick up a first ever victory away to Galway in the championship. Niamh Rockett, an inspirational star for Waterford, continues to set standards. Inside the 45-metre line. To take the free. Is it good? Is it good? The umpire says it's very good. And Waterford get their first score of the second half. It took 13 minutes for it to go over the bar. But Niamh Rockett with the free. And it's 8 points to Waterford, 10 to Galway, as Waterford are making the first substitution of the match. And it's Maggie Gostel, wearing number 14. Looks like she's going to be on for Mairead O'Brien, is it? So Maggie Gostel on for Mairead O'Brien. First change. No changes for Galway so far. Carrie Dolan with the ball. Tried to take on her player. There was no way through. Gives the pass to Ciara Hickey. Ciara might think about a shot. Or she's going to drop it inside. Spotted the 1-on-1 situation, trying to find Mairead Dillon, but Brianna O'Regan wins the ball and gives it to Abby Flynn. Abby Flynn out towards Alana McNulty as she overhit it, touches along the ground because she saw Aoife Donoghue, the player of the year in 2021, on her way. Aoife Donoghue wins the ball back for Galway. She might think about a shot. She's going to send it in towards the posts. And it's Niamh Mallon. And Niamh Mallon goes to the post, and Niamh Mallon puts the ball over the bar. Galway go back 3 in front. Niamh Mallon with 3 scores in the second half. And it's now Galway 11 points, Waterford 8. The referee has paused play. Not too sure if the lines person Liz Dempsey had something to say, or she spotted something herself. So just have a brief hold up in play as we approach the 3-quarter mark. So something just going on there at the moment. Anyway, is there an official on the far side that needs to leave the field? So yes, I think an official has been asked to leave the field, so we're going to restart the action in just a moment. Big game in Camogie, because the season, the pathway to Croke Park, well, for one of these teams, it's the unconventional one, because whoever doesn't win is going to Kroger, guaranteed. Whoever wins is going to Nolan Park in Kilkenny. Kate Lynch, they'd love to add to their history season, already beating Kilkenny 2 years ago. They're in the first All-Ireland final in 78 years. Orla Hickey, but she gave the ball away. Won by Ali Heston, but Orla Hickey wins it back. Abby Flynn is there as well. And Waterford now will try and create something out of this inside the 45-metre line, but Ali Heston has not given up. Abby Flynn will go for the shot into the hands of the goalkeeper, Sarah Healy. She dropped it down, and Maggie Gospel was coming in to apply the pressure, but the Galway goalkeeper gets the ball away. Alwyn Rabbit. The rain is starting to come back here in Kenny Park in Athenry. Rachel Walsh trying to get it away, but Carrie Dolan gets in there. Murray Dillon along the ground to Niamh Mallon. And Niamh Mallon, can she get inside for another score? Gives it off to Sabina Rabbit. Sabina Rabbit, too many steps, says the referee. So it's going to be a free out for Waterford. The umbrella is starting to come up around Kenny Park in Athenry. Good number of supporters here beside us in the commentary box, either side. That's Brianna O'Regan. Gets ready to take the free, 13 and a half minutes to go. That's well taken by Sabina Rabbit. Trying to find her way inside Lorraine Bray. Gets the pass off to the sister Alban. And Alban Rabbit now moves towards the 65-metre line. Needs support. Shauna Healy and Emma Hellebert bringing their leadership they were missing last year. Their experience. Vital if Galway are going to win a first title in 4 years. Down the other end of the field, Waterford and Annie Fitzgerald. Annie Fitzgerald on the move here as well. And Annie Fitzgerald, she's inside there now. She was taken down. The free committed. Annie Fitzgerald wins the free. So it'll be a chance for Waterford to bring this back to a 2-point ball game. The referee having a word with Ciara Hickey. Looks like she'll be the second Galway player to go in the book. Yellow card for the Galway number 5. So Niamh Rockett will take this free. Referee just explaining the reason for the card. And of course there's a hold up in play as well. Lorraine Bray is receiving attention. The 3-time All-Star. It's from a place called Mellery. But ended up starting her camogie with Kappa Quinn when they didn't have an underage team for her. She also likes a bit of Irish dancing. No doubt she'll be doing a jig. No doubt she'll be doing a jig if Waterford win this game. And again now the referee down to so the referee not happy with some officials. I think it was the official that he sent off a few moments ago on the far side of the field. Was back to this side of the field. Anyway, back to the action. And Niamh Rocket. 11 minutes to go. Takes the free. Puts the ball over the bar. And Waterford bring this back to a 2-point ball game. Waterford 9 points, Galway 11. And it's still all to play for with 11 minutes to go. Sarah Healy drives down the field. Aoife Donoghue is there underneath that, but it's batted down by Waterford. This is the Munster side field now. They have the lift as Bevan Bowden goes in a run. Bevan goes past the 265-metre lines. Sends it in the direction of Maggie Gostel. Maggie Gostel did well to turn inside. Can she continue holding on to the ball? Good defending by Ciara Hickey for Galway. And again, just slow down on these rucks, as they call them in Camogie. Beck Carton. She mightn't have been proficient on the scoreboard today, Beck Carton, but she's done an awful lot of work for Waterford. But Galway win it back. Ciara Hickey tried to send it forward. Ball goes across the field. Snap shot there from the 45-metre line. And it's gone over the bar for Waterford, and that could be the score to give Waterford the lift that they needed. And an excellent point put over the bar to bring this back to a 1-point ball game. We were just saying that Beck Carton hadn't scored in this particular game. Well, she has now, and as she picked the perfect time to make her mark on this Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Senior Camogie Championship fixture. Beck Carton from 45 metres out, 10 points to 11. Carrie Dolan, 6 points in the first half. Her team in front. Tried to send it up the field. Emma Hellibert is there, but Niamh Mallon is there too. All playing their part in this game. Emma Hellibert, Derva Higgins. Derva back to Niamh. Niamh back to Emma. They're playing a bit of three-way passing here. It's like a training ground move. But Emma Hellibert will send it down in towards the attack. Down in the direction of Marie Dillon or Caoimhe Kelly, but it's won by Waterford. Kate Lynch will get it out to Keely Corbett-Barry. Waterford have another substitute getting ready shortly. I think Galway will have one too. Lorraine Bray. And she wins the free. Waterford know a draw will do to put them into the All-Ireland semi-final. I don't know if you spotted number 24, Molly Comerford. She'll be the Waterford player. That will be introduced shortly, and I do believe Ailish Riley might be entering for Galway, but Orla Hickey is the player with the ball. Waterford, now they need the next score. Lorraine Bray to Emer O'Neill. Emer O'Neill, the referee thought about a decision, but Emer O'Neill gets the shot in, and Sarah Healy knocks it away. Galway will have two substitutes coming on because Siobhan Gardner will be entering the field of play as well. But Sarah Healy gets the ball out the field, down in the direction of Ali Heston. Abby Flynn battling for the ball for Waterford. The referee says the foul was committed on the Galway player, and it's going to be a Galway free. And will we have some substitutions before play restarts? No, says Aoife Donoghue, because she restarts the action. Aoife Donoghue sends it down towards the attack, towards Niamh Mallon. What a second half she's had in this game. Niamh Mallon with the ball there, looking for options, turns on her left hand side, sends it in towards the goal, but into the hands of Brianna O'Regan. And Brianna O'Regan will send it out the field, out towards Lorraine Bray. Lorraine Bray there gets up towards the 45-metre line. Intercepted there by Emma Hellibert. And are we going to have some changes? We're definitely having the Waterford one anyway. So Molly Comerford is on for Waterford. Looks like, is it Orla Hickey that's coming off? So Emma Hellibert. Alwyn Rabbit for Galway on the 45-metre line. Carrie Dolan takes possession. Carrie Dolan will send it down towards the corner. Niamh Mallon was trying to get inside. The ball didn't travel. Well read by the Waterford defender. That was Kate Lynch. She takes the pass back. 1 point between the teams. 7 minutes to go. Galway need the win. Waterford must avoid defeat. Bevan Bowden on the 65-metre line. The collision between the two players, and the referee has blown the whistle. And we're going to have a hold up and play. We might get the Galway changes, but there's a Galway player on the ground as well. So Siobhan Gardner and Ailish O'Reilly are on the field of play. Caoimhe Kelly is one of the players that's coming off. I confirm the other in just a moment. The rain here just making it difficult for us to view. I think it's Ali Hesnan that's going off. So it's going to be a Galway ball. Carrie Dolan was the player that was down, but she's okay, but she's going to hand responsibility for this free to Sarah Healy. So Sarah Healy, 6 minutes to go. Can she put two between the teams? She certainly has the distance. Goes for the shot that's gone wide. I think that's only Galway's second wide of the match. Waterford moving it down the right. Galway win possession back. Ciara Hickey. Intercepted there by Abby Flynn. Emma Halibert. And a clip on Rachel Walsh means it's going to be a free to Waterford. So Kate Lynch sends it down towards the attack. Niamh Rocket. Can she get a score? The point to level the sides. Annie Fitzgerald sends it across. Emer O'Neill's a bit of space. She took it well the first time of asking. Can she get the space in for the shot? Emer O'Neill did well. She showed good skill. She puts the ball over the bar. And Waterford a level with just over 4 minutes to go. Emer O'Neill with the point. And it's 11 points apiece here in Kenny Park. Three in a row again for Waterford when they go 3 down. The draw will be enough for them to see them as group winners. But Ailish O'Reilly has the ball for Galway, looking for options. The option is Niamh Mallon. Niamh Mallon didn't take it the first time of asking, can she get it the second? She has the ball. Passes across. Carrie Dolan. Carrie Dolan, will she go for the shot here? And Carrie Dolan with the shot. And Carrie Dolan puts the ball over the bar. Good score there. Galway's two leading lights combine to get the point. 12-11 to Galway. 3.5 minutes to go. Abby Flynn. It's all hinging on one score here and there. Keely Corbett Barry, but intercepted by Aoife Donoghue. Player inside. She went for the shot. There was a player inside. But Aoife Donoghue will put the ball over the bar and away. It could have been more, but it's a score nonetheless. And Galway go 2 in front with 3 minutes to go. $13 points to 11. Rachel Walsh down towards the attack. Good interception there in the occasion. Rachel Hanafy's defended tightly in this contest. Shauna Healy. Siobhan Gardner, the two players from Ardrahan, sending it down the left. Niamh Mallon. And Niamh Mallon wins the free. So Carrie Dolan, this will be a chance to go 3 in front again. You still can't rule anything out in this game. Very misty rain, but it's getting heavier. So Carrie Dolan. If this goes over the bar, Waterford will have to think about getting a goal. Carrie Dolan, 2 minutes to go. And she judged, is it just going to turn away? It's just inside, it's just inside. And Carrie Dolan gets the score. $14 points to 11. And certainly Waterford have to get the next score. You would feel they might need a green flag. We're not too sure how much injury time will be played. But Galway have overturned the ball again. And it's Ailish O'Reilly has Niamh Mallon inside. Ailish O'Reilly back to Mairead Dillon. Mairead Dillon with the shot. That's gone to the left and wide. Just over a minute of normal time remaining, and Waterford are in disarray here. They've given the ball away again, and Galway with the shot. The ball goes over the bar. It's another score for Galway. It puts them 4 in front for the first time in this match. And it's like it was Aoife Donoghue, the player that got it. $15 points to 11. And just to confirm, it was Aoife Donoghue who got that score, and she's won the ball back again as Aoife Donoghue. Waterford will be very disappointed how they're finishing this game, because they need 2 scores now. Or they're going to Croke Park next week. Anne-Marie Starr pushing forward. Niamh Mallon inside. Scrambling for possession. Waterford eventually get it away. Vicky Faulkner. Crucial ball here. So battle on the 65-metre line. There were nearly a minute of injury time has been played here. The decision goes Waterford's way. Galway are going to make a couple of changes. Waterford need to get something from this. Green or white, they have to get themselves back to the 1 puck of the ball. We didn't quite see how much at a time will be played. Abby Flynn took the free. Sent it down towards Beck Carton. Bet's the player that wants it. Too many steps goes against her. Galway are going to make a couple of changes. So Alana Kelly and Ava Linsky are the players coming on. Mairead Dillon, one of the players going off. And I think it's Anne-Marie Starr, the other player that'll be leaving. No? Oh, it is indeed Anne-Marie Starr, number 7 for Galway. So we look at the clock. Nearly 2 minutes of injury time have been played. Sarah Healy takes the free. Ailish O'Reilly is there. She's caused problems since she came on, but Keely Corbett-Barry wins the ball back for Waterford. Brianna O'Regan. Is there time for Waterford to save this game? Out towards the 45-metre line. Pass out towards the right. Ciara Hickey won the ball. Derva Higgins. Galway are just showing their experience now in the closing stages of this game. Ciara Hickey sends the ball in towards the attack. Looking for Ailish O'Reilly. Might work out for Niamh Mallon. Niamh Mallon with the shot. Just goes to the left and wide. We might be having another change here for Galway, as Colin Murray, their manager, empties the bench. Tegan Canning will be on the field to play shortly. Intercepted there by Carrie Dolan to Ailish O'Reilly. Ailish O'Reilly, will she get her score in this game? And it goes over the bar. Another point for Galway. It makes them 16 points to 11. Tegan Canning is on the field to play. And it looks like it'll be Carrie Dolan that'll be going off. Galway on their way to an All-Ireland semi-final. The defence working hard here to keep Waterford out from getting their chances. Sabina Rabbit. So it's Alana McNulty bringing the ball out. We've played nearly 4 minutes of injury time in this game. Galway 16 points, Waterford 11. The final round of action in the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Senior Camogie Championship. Galway look like they're going straight through to an All-Ireland semi-final for the 20th consecutive year. Waterford, they're now out of the championship. They'll refocus for a quarter-final next week in Croke Park. What day will be determined after the parents are decided. Kate Lynch wins the ball on her own 45-metre line. How much more time will be given? Up towards the attack, Beck Carton, but Shauna Healy not making it easy. Aoife Donoghue, Tegan Canning. Maggie Gossel won the ball back there for Waterford, found a teammate and now to send it down towards the 45-metre line. Niamh Rock defending very, very strong in this game now, especially this period for Waterford. Siobhan Gardner will send it down towards the attack. Niamh Mallon, what a second half she's had in particular, and she worked hard in the first half there. Can she finish with a bumper score? Holds onto it, tried to pass it across to Tegan Canning, showed her skill. Actually, Tegan Canning now is going to go for the shot, and it's gone over the bar. 5 minutes of injury time have been played. And the referee blows the final whistle, and Galway are through to the All-Ireland Senior Camogie Championship semi-finals with a 6-point victory here against Waterford. The rain coming down during the second half, but Galway with 11 points to 8 in front, but Waterford refused to give in, getting 3 scores in a row from Niamh Rockett, Beck Carton and Emer O'Neill, making 11 points apiece, but that'll be the last score that the visitors got. 6 in a row for Galway. Aoife Donoghue getting 2 scores, Carrie Dolan on the mark twice as well, and Ailsa Riley and Tegan Canning getting points. Niamh Mallon with a big contribution in the third quarter. Galway are through to the semi-finals, but Waterford are still in the championship. They'll be in Croke Park next week for a quarter-final. We hope you enjoyed our coverage here in the Camogie Association YouTube channel in association with Entry, but don't go away. We'll be getting some reaction from the winning camp in just the next couple of moments with the final score here in the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Senior Camogie Championship. It finished Galway 17 points, Waterford 11. Thank you very much and welcome back here to Kenny Park, and delighted to be joined by the Galway captain Carrie Dolan and the player of the match, Niamh Mallon. And first things first, Carrie, I'll start with yourself. You came here to do a job, you knew you were going to be up against it, but Galway got the result and you're back into an All-Ireland semi-final.
Yeah, that's it, Darren. I suppose, we came here to get a result and we got it. Waterford, I suppose they were in the form team of the group, to be honest with you. We knew we had our work cut out for us today. Draw going in at half time. Draw there, coming down the home stretch, 11-11 I think. But credit to our girls, they shoved on and got the next 5 or 6 scores.
Nee, that's the one thing you take satisfaction from as well, because Waterford were with you, I think on 26 minutes it was 11 points apiece, but Galway showed, I suppose, your experience in one way, but your composure to get those 6 scores and make sure you got the job done.
Yeah, it was hugely important, and I think coming out in the second half with the wind at our back probably helped us, see it home. But credit to the work rate, particularly we got a platform from our defence, the same last week, and it was massive to kick on, and thankfully we did, and we're sitting pretty in an All-Ireland semi-final.
That's exactly what the target was so far, and of course, Carrie, go back to yourself there first. How difficult was it out there? I can feel it here now, and I'm only after coming out on the pitch, but that wind, especially in the first half, was very, very difficult.
Yeah, it was, and I suppose we went against it in the first half. I don't think it was as strong now in the first half, to be honest with you, as it was for Waterford in the second half. But you can never predict the weather here. We were down Nolan Park last weekend and it was about 30 degrees, and you're coming up here and it's raining and it's windy. So look, you have to practice in all conditions, and that's it today. Yeah. And
of course, it's taking scores as well. That's the important thing on days like this as well. It was a tight contest. It was level at half time. Niamh, you were doing an awful lot of work to help. I think 3 important scores in the first half, but certainly you had a great third quarter and they were landing over the bar for you.
Yeah, like some days they fall for you and some days they don't. They certainly didn't last weekend in the first half anyway. And yeah, like if players are putting them on a plate for you, you seen Siobhan Gardner came back there after an ACL and pop one straight down the line, and you do nothing but score. So yeah, it doesn't matter who puts them over the bar. Galway 17-11, that's all that matters at the end of the day.
One question each and I'll let you go. Then of course we have to give a shout out to the defence as well, because they worked their socks off throughout the game, and a couple of scores, especially that you got even the second half, came from long balls down from Emma Hellebert and Shauna Healy, for example.
Yeah, for sure. Look, in the second half there, I suppose Waterford dropped back, and Galway, we went with a few sharp puckouts, and it's very hard run against the breeze with sharp puckouts, and Waterford picked off a few scores, but we credited the girls there after the game. The way they stood up there in the second half, they won the battles there, and I suppose they set the platform for the forwards, getting the scores.
And the final question for yourself. At the end of the day, Waterford were coming in here with form as well. A lot of people thought that they were going to take Galway. I know at the end of the day, it's what happens next now is where this Galway team and where your season will be judged. But it must be satisfying to get the results and go into the semi-finals group winners.
Yeah, massively so. I think we learned a lot from last year. We got well turned over in Cork in the last group game this time last year, and had to go to Croke Park the following week and win a quarter-final, and we want to try avoid that this year. And it was probably unwritten or unspoken about, but it was something that as a group we probably wanted to do, and thankfully we have. And yeah, we've 4 good weeks now of training to prepare for an All-Ireland semi-final.
Well, we certainly hope you eventually get to Croke Park. We didn't want you there next week in Nolan Park. We'll see you there. Carrie Dolan, the Galway captain, Niamh Mallon, the player of the match. Congratulations on the victory. And that was the player of the match and the Galway captain. And Galway are group winners and take the direct route through to the Glen Dimplex All-Ireland Senior Camogie semi-finals. Over the course of the day, keep an eye on the Camogie Association social media and other games taking place, and we'll find out exactly what way things will work out. Who will join Galway in the semi-finals, and what will the parents be in Croke Park for next week's All-Ireland quarter-finals. We know that Waterford will be there. Will they play Clare? Will it be Limerick? Will it be Tipperary? We'll find out over the course of the day, and we'll have those details for you as soon as we have them. Waterford are not out of the championship, but Galway showed they are still one of the top teams to beat, and they finished strongly with 6 unanswered points to get the results here in Kenny Park. We hope you enjoyed our coverage here again on the Camogie Association YouTube page in association with Entry. As you can tell there, the cold is getting to my voice, so I'm going to wrap up. Galway are the winners, and the final score here in Kenny Park at Rye, it finished Galway 17 points, Waterford 11.